What in the world is a Nissan Kicks Play? Roll the intro. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Ciocca Nissan of Quakertown in Quakertown, Pennsylvania to check out this brand new 2025 Nissan Kicks Play. This is the S trim. It's the only trim available. Gun metallic is the color, charcoal cloth interior. So what did Nissan do here? What they did is they redesigned the Kicks for the 25 model year, made it bigger, made it look more modern, more expensive though. And they lost the market, in my opinion. They lost the market against the Hyundai Venue. And because the Kicks became high $20,000 vehicle, low $30,000 vehicle, not a low $20,000 vehicle. So they reintroduced the old Kicks. They called it the Kicks Play. And they're pricing it at $23 grand. You get a choice of 4 colors: white, black, gray, and blue. And you get a choice of some accessories, but only one trim, only one powertrain, and that's it. 23 grand MSRP. Thank you very much. End of story. So you can let me know if you're in the market for this subcompact crossover. The Venue's got about 31, 32 cubic feet of cargo space with the rear seats down. This one doubles that, or almost doubles that. So if you're looking at the Venue and you want to spend low 20s, maybe this Kicks Play is going to give you a lot more practicality for the same kind of dough. You can let me know as we go through the vehicle. So let's dig in. The front end of this 25 Kicks Play in the gun metallic, good color. As we come across the front, we're going to go all standard lighting on the front end of the Kicks Play with the gloss black Nissan V-Motion grille in the middle with some chrome bling around the edges of the grille and around the headlight housings and down on the front splitter area of this Kicks Play. As we come around to the wheel and tire package on this Kicks Play, it's pretty simple. It's a 16-inch, please excuse my shadow here. It's a 16-inch steel wheel. We have a silver plastic hubcap on it. The wheels are wrapped in Firestone FT 140 all-season tires, 205 on the width, a 50 series sidewall, 16s, all 4 corners, front wheel drive. Moving on out, there is the gun metallic. No chrome around the windows. As we come in closer, flat black side view mirror caps, no turn signals. We have color matched front and rear door handles, left side fuel filler cap, up top color matched roof, shark fin antenna, no roof rails, no sunroof, and then over the back we have a stubby roof spoiler coming off the top, the wiper down below on the glass, and then we're going to go with standard lighting in the back of this Kicks Play, and nothing on this vehicle says Kicks Play. We're using the old Kicks badging on this. Instead, the only thing that says Kicks Play is the window sticker, and then our exhaust is tucked up underneath the vehicle. We're under the hood of this 25 Kicks Play, and we have Nissan's 1.6 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine mated to an Xtronic CVT. 122 horsepower, 114 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 31 in the city, 36 on the highway, 33 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much for this 25 Kicks Play? Base price, $21,520. This vehicle, all it's got is floor mats for an additional $255. Once we add that in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,390 from Nissan's Aguas, Mexico assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $23,165. And for those who are interested, there is no import fee attached to this vehicle. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move in closer and we're going to go hard black plastic across the top. Then we're going to have a fabric insert and fabric on the armrest, flat black on the switchgear, black door handle, good sized door pocket, standard 6-speaker audio system, large dead pedal brake and accelerator, floor mats in the rear of the vehicle at this time, manual seats for the driver and the front passenger, charcoal cloth, very, very simple, very basic. Bolstering is soft, headrests are soft. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver. Over the top here, hard black plastic right here. Then more of this hard black plastic that has a bit of a dimple design in it. And then more hard black plastic. Wow. And then a large glove box. As we come on around over, what does this look familiar? This looks like the setup on a Versa right here. We have 2 heat and air vents, 4-way hazards on top of your 7-inch infotainment system angled towards the roof to cut down on sun glare, CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility. We have different buttons on either side to control the system, including day and night mode, radio, AM, FM, radio with Bluetooth music. We want to go to our FM, we can cash in right there. Take a look, we got MMR now, Philly Rock Station, one of my favorites, with all the presets across the bottom, as you can see, but you're not going to have Sirius XM in here, that's right out. And then you're going to have your phone, Bluetooth that phone, your connections, connect up to 5 devices, USB. There's your apps for your CarPlay and Android Auto right there. And that's about it. It is very, very simple. We have tuning and volume knobs. And now we go to reverse. Here is the backup camera. Takes up the whole screen, but it is an old camera, no trajectory. Not surprising in this old Kicks being reconstituted as a Kicks Play. And that's all she wrote back here. Down further, we have standard heat and air, where you want the air to come out, fan speed and temperature. And down further, we have an aux jack, USB-A, and a 12-volt, and an area to lie your phone, even though it's not rubberized. Push button start, not bad. Here's the gear shift to go through the Xtronic CVT. Manual emergency brake, 2 cup holders, and the Kicks Play key fob. Here it is. Lock, unlock, panic button. That's it. No armrest, but we do have a captain's chair non-ratcheting armrest because we don't have an armrest down here for the driver. They give you this armrest right here that you can go ahead and put your arm on so you're comfortable while you're driving. The Kicks Play wheel, well, again, it's a neoprene soft touch wheel with 10 and 2 notches, Nissan badge on the horn button, flat bottom wheel to help you get in and out of this vehicle. But again, even for a subcompact crossover, it is a fairly open and airy passenger cabin at 5'11" in this Kicks Play. So I do like that. Flat black on the switchgear. What do we have on the left? Well, you got telephone voice commands, source, volume, seek for your music. On the right side, cruise control. At least we got it. Not adaptive, but at least it's here. On the left side, you're going to have your headlight controls, turn signals, high beams. On the right side, front and rear wiper. Over on the left, you're going to have controls for your digital portion of your dash. Parking sensors, lane keep assist, traction control off, safe exit on or off, and rear automatic braking on or off. Then we have a manual tilting or telescoping wheel. And then we have the analog digital combo, right? Analog gauges on either side, that small 4-inch display in the center. And like I said, you can get some additional information by pushing that button that you may want to see when you're heading on down the road. Overhead console, very, very small. If you want your dome lighting to come on off and you open and close the door, this button remains in the center. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out, and that's it. Framed rear view mirror with manual dimming function, sun visor with vanity, but no light. Does it slide? No, but you do have an extension. Getting in the back of this Kicks Play, but first the rear door panel, same action as the front. All hard black plastic with some fabric on the armrest. I have the seat set for my driving position, subcompact crossover, right leg in, duck, twist, left leg in. As you can see, we have a fairly flat roof, but anything over 5'9", you're going to have to go ahead and duck. Flying ant just flew on me. Now, once I'm in at 5'11", though, Plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees. No problem at all. All fabric down the back of the seat. No seat pocket behind the driver. We do have one behind the front passenger. We have one massive cup holder right here with a couple of USB-A's right there for your rear seat passengers. And then the back seats, the same charcoal seats, cloth, fairly soft, no armrest. I'd like to see one of those. But overall, for a inexpensive crossover SUV, it's got plenty of room back here, and the seats aren't that bad. Getting in the cargo area of this Kicks Play, well, it's a manual tailgate, so you come to the back, and right above the license plate, there's a button. You hit it and lift up. Nice and light, with the rear seats up, a spacious 35.4 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of Kicks Play, and it is got some deepness to it too. Here are the carpeted Kicks floor mats. Again, nothing will say Kicks Play, only the window sticker. And then underneath here, we do have tools jack and a mini spare, so thank you Nissan for the spare. We do have some lighting in the back as well, and you can drop the back row by pulling these knobs up and pushing the seat forward. Pull the knob up, push the seat forward, and now there's a bit of a kick up, but with the rear seats down, 57 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this 25 Kicks Play. Window sticker, here we go, 2025 Kicks Play. Standard equipment. It's moving to your own beat here in this Play. Let's see if we move to our own beat when we drive it. Options, just the floor mats. 23,165. Fuel economy estimates. Safety rating's not done yet. Made by Nissan in Mexico. Let's take this baby up for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 25 Kicks Play. And right off the bat, I got great visibility out of all the glass. Nice big rear view mirror. Good size side view mirrors, but we don't have blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, and you can't get it in the Kicks Play because this is the only trim level, and there's no option packages. This is it. You take it the way you see it. That's what Nissan says. So, you know, at the end of the day, folks, I was probably being more generous to Nissan in the intro, but let's be totally honest after driving this a little while. Nissan had a ton of extra old Kicks parts kicking around their Mexico assembly plant. And since they're closing the Mexico assembly plant and moving production to the United States to avoid tariffs, most likely Canton, Mississippi, and Smyrna, Tennessee, they wanted to get rid of all these parts. So they said, hey, you know what? Let's build a few thousand of these old Kicks, and we'll call it the Kicks Play, and maybe we can sell a few, and let's get rid of all these parts. That's most likely what happened. I was getting a bit fancy and a bit thought-provoking in the intro, but come on. They had extra parts. They built a few thousand of these to try to sell it off before they close Aguas, Mexico down and move everything over to the United States, because they don't want to get hit with a 25% tariff, and I don't blame them. But how is it? Well, you know what? It's pretty scant on tech, right? You got the old tech. At least you got CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility. You got 3 USB-A's. No big deal if you got a C connector on your phone. An A to C adapter from Amazon is about $5. So you're all set there. You got a 12 volt in case you need it. You got the CVT, it's okay. But you know what? It's very light, right? You're talking about 2,682 pounds on this Kicks Play. So even though it's got a small 4-cylinder engine, it doesn't make a lot of horsepower, it's got enough get up and go to get you up and going and on the road. Is it fast? No. Does it feel peppy? A little bit, but you know what? It's so light and flickable, you could have some fun with this out on the back roads, hooning it around. It's not fast, but you know what? You don't have to go fast to have fun on twisty roads. You can have great fun on twisty roads at 40 miles an hour. And the turning radius on this thing is 17.1 feet. It is totally skinny. And on this little road, you get right around. And down the road you go. But you know what? The upside to this car is that it's inexpensive, right? It's 23 and change. And you know with discounts that are available, you're going to be paying probably around 20, maybe even less than 20 for this. And you get a good amount of cargo room in this Kicks Play, more than the Venue. So if you are looking at a Venue SE, that's right around 21 grand. After discounts, this is where this one's going to be, and you get a lot more storage. So you let me know, what do you think about Nissan's resurrection of the old Kicks for 25, calling it the Kicks Play? I doubt you're going to see this in 26. Once they have these extra parts exhausted down in Mexico, they're not going to build any more of these. That's why there's no Kicks Play badging. It's just old Kicks badging. The only thing that says Kicks Play, like I mentioned earlier, is on the window sticker. When the parts or extra parts are gone, this car is going to be gone. But I wanted to cover it this year here on a channel because it is a viable option for a low money car with good gas mileage that's cheap to run, that gives you more cargo room than the equivalent Hyundai Venue. So you let me know, put in the comments, what would you do? But I do want to thank Ciocca Nissan here in Quakertown, Pennsylvania, for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2025 Nissan Kicks Play S in gun metallic for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.